Okay, so I'm going to do a little video about the Travel Lite 770p. So you can see this one here was bought Highway 7 in Havelock. I think that's on Highway 7 in Havelock. I think that's Ontario. DJ Trailers. So this is a 2013, and you can see there's just little clips in there to hold the roof down. This is just out of storage, but that's the way it went into storage, with some bugs on the front of it there last year. And it's got Rico Titan jacks on it. And right now it's just strapped down on the front and chained down on the back, but it does have the two, so it has the rings here, and it also has another ring here, and this one's chained down to a system that just goes into the hitch, so that goes across like that. That'll allow you to have a bicycle rack or something else behind it. So, and because Ford changed the design of the pickup truck a few years back, this 13 camper is not designed for the modern Ford, so you have a home-built platform to keep it up high enough. You're supposed to have, you can see, 3-inch minimum clearance between the roof. It doesn't look like 3, but it probably is right around 3 inches. And that's because when you roll around in bed at night, and that little ceiling area moves, so it's part of the spring system. Now, okay, so on the side here, so this is your connection for that's a 30 amp connection for the for shore power. And then this is your center of gravity. So, and you can see when you go straight down, it's well in front of the wheel. So the center line of the wheel would be about here. So anyway, that's on a 6.5 foot bed. That gives you the ability to haul it. But this is a 7'7" floor, so you can also use it in an 8-foot bed. If you do, you're able to close the tailgate in an 8-foot bed. So, and this is your city water or shore water, and then that's your furnace. So it sucks air in here and blows the heat out here. And then this is your propane, and you can see it uses full-size tanks, and that's got a rental tank in it. And the original tank is in storage right now, so that'll go with the unit. So Rico Titan jacks are manual, but work great with a driver, an electric screwdriver or drill. So then you got your lights. There's a porch light there that has a switch, and then again, Travel Lite campers. So this is power outside, so if you're running things, this is cable. So if you want to have a little television, and then, so I'll see if we can get that to focus. So 1,445 pounds is, I actually thought that was 1,550, but it's 1,450. Anyway, that is not really the correct weight. So when you're looking at these things, that does not include the jacks, and it doesn't include the propane tank or the propane or your water or your toilet or the water in the toilet or any of those things. So anyway, that ends up being quite a bit heavier than 1,450, but it still is quite easily hauled by a little, a little half ton. Anyway, this side here, this is the input or output air for the battery. So to keep, this just has a lead acid battery in it, and so the underneath here, the air goes in here and rises up, and the fumes come out here. So that's so that you don't get any fumes inside. Then this is your refrigerator, and so you just turn these. You're done with a quarter. And then pull that off, and that's your fridge, the back side of your fridge. So you got your on-off for your propane and your lighter for your propane, and then you got a switch there for 120 volt, and then this is for 12 volt. and it works on all three. And you can see it's in like new condition. We generally ran it either on shore power or on propane. So, and works great. So then there's again another center of gravity sticker, and if you can draw a line straight down, so it's about there. So 8 or 10 inches ahead of the wheel. Yeah, let's lock back up. So again, that's the other side of it. So there you go. Anyway, that gives you an idea. There's something else that's kind of tricky here. Is there's a bump out here on the inside that gives you space for your toilet and your cabinetry on this side. It does make it hard to get access into this area, right? So anything you put in there is going to be in there for the season, but you know it's still available space. I guess you can hang stuff because of this gap. You can hang stuff in there and pick it out. So anyway, that's your propane line for your refrigeration, and it also comes with 4 of these really solid hooks. Anyway, handle. Let's just see here. This is locked. So you open it. You also have a screen door and a door with an opaque window in it that gives you some privacy. One of the great things with this camper system is there's no windows to be left open or leak or break in through. When this is closed, it's fairly solid. Now, when you open this, you get stuff everywhere, but this gives you an idea of, you've got all kinds of space. You can actually sit. So if you stop on the side of the road, you can set your table up, and you can go in and make yourself a bite to eat. You get your cooker there and you get your fridge here, and that gives you the ability to stop on the side of the road, have a nice bite to eat, and sit and rest for a minute, and then jump back out and hit the road again, and you don't have to pop the roof to do it. So anyway, so there's a skylight here. And then there's a fan up there, and then the lights are all on. Okay, so inside, so there's our furnace. So we're gonna flick on a light here. So that's the sink, and that's the thermostat for the furnace, and that's the 2-burner stove. And there's cabinets up top here that put your clothes in, and this is kind of as it was when it went away. So for the year, this is electrical. That's your fuse panel, and then that's the water. This is a shut off. This is cable. No, that's a 12-volt plug, sorry, for charging your phone. That's an oxygen sensor for O2 or whatever. And then you can see stuff's a bit of a mess. But yeah, there's your cable out. That's the top. The cabinets are look like granite. And that's your fridge. It's got a lock on it, and that's what it looks like inside. And what else? So, and none of the personal stuff, but that's storage there, and then there's a shallow storage there where we kept our garbage. And there's more storage in there. It's got plugs so you can have things plugged in. On this side here behind the toilet, you've got nice deep storage up top, great for, you know, boxes of all your bathroom stuff. When the roof is up, of course, this becomes a counter you can work off of. And then that's your battery storage, and I keep all my mechanical stuff there. And that's the switch for raising and lowering the roof. And again, so yeah, and of course, so this is the, that's what everything looks like. Now, I will, and you can see kind of in comparison to my hand, that's probably a foot. Let's see if I can turn it sideways and give you an idea. Anyway, that's all kind of, this bedding is ours. That's the stock bedding that goes with the unit. That is the shaft for the table. And this is the table. And yeah, those are your jacks. Now let's see here. So, and that's all your whatever, your water tank and your electrical on the back side of your fuse panel, and your pump and all that stuff is over there. So that just goes like that. And that goes like that. And I should have had the thing here, but you can see, I guess that's where the table fits. You know, you can around here. And yeah, so the bed becomes like this wide. It goes to about there. And then you have that little bit extra space on this side, because this chair, this seat is wider than that seat. As you can see, there's a little wrinkle there because my butt's heavy. Anyway, it gives you an idea. You know, you can be sitting right at the shore and park up, and you can cook yourself a little meal without lifting the roof. You can sit here and have a nice meal by the water. So this is another little neat thing. That door sill is like a dustpan. So, you know, I call that the careless edge. So, you know, you can sweep up all your dust and dirt and all your cares and just sweep them out the door. So